here, creator of Under the Flesh, Lair, Pistolera, Galactic Rodents of Mayhem, and the Deep Dark. Self-published professional. Talking to you about why it's important for creators to also support comics, specifically crowdfunding creators supporting crowdfunded comics. Now, it's always important to support the industry you want to create, right? You want to create for, right? So it's like, if you want to create books and you want to get your stories out there, that's great. But it also helps if you actually contribute to the cause, right? Because it shows allegiance, it shows camaraderie, right? It boosts morale, right? Now, I get it because I'm someone who's on a very tight budget. Being a family man, working at a school, it's just, and then crowdfunding comics, like my budget is definitely limited. And as someone who's on a limited budget and, who definitely can't back every single thing that comes out, I've managed to actually back quite a few books over the time of me being in Comicsgate. And like I said, I want to support the movement. So I'm just going to share with you guys my page. I'm going to show some of my contributions because, I'm not someone that just wants your money to help me make my books, but I also like to create books and I like to help, participate in other people's dreams, right? So here are my 3 campaigns. I have the Deep Dark, which is live. I have Galactic Rodents of Mayhem, which is in demand, so it shows up as live. I have Pistolera. That one ended. I couldn't make the goal there, although I funded it through Kickstarter, and I meant to have a smaller goal amount, but I had launched it prematurely while doing Kickstarter at the same time, and so I couldn't make that goal, but it's there. And then I have Lair, which is still on demand, because I have extra copies from my print order and from what I had left over at the cons that, I still could, offset some copies before closing that out indefinitely. Now, here's some of the campaigns that I funded, because, again, it's also good to support. One campaign that I particularly enjoyed is The Case of the Littlest Umbrella. It has a Lovecraftian feel. It's black and white. And that Umbrella guy, he's pretty awesome, and he's actually supported some of my books. He's supported Lair, and he actually backed the Deep Dark recently, which I thought was amazing. If he backed Galactic Rodents of Mayhem, I don't know. It's possible because I have a lot of backers there. But yeah, so Wart the Wizard. Here we go, Mandy Summers. Now this is a cool concept. It's fantasy, and if you kind of like those MMO type online video games, World of Warcraft type stuff, Final Fantasy, you're going to get that type of feel in a comic book. And she does everything herself, which is amazing. And I've been on her show twice and she's an amazing person. So, I wanted to support the project. So that one was one I was able to support. Now here's another one, Everglade Angels by Blake Northcott. Honestly, I don't know too much about Blake Northcott. I've seen her on Twitter. I know she's a pretty good writer from her credentials. But this idea I remember I'm a sucker for horror, people. So here we got a horror graphic novel from Scott Lobdell and Blake Northcott that will crack you square in the skull. Like, okay, I'm sold. Maybe I'll do a stream where I'll look more in depth and I'll just kind of look on each of the campaigns and stuff. But I just wanted to give you a quick little glimpse. Alternarween, that's one that I did. Black Hops by Timothy Lim, which just looks fascinating. Monster MD by Von Claus, because again, the art was supreme. And I think he's an exquisite talent of a writer. I wanted to read this book. It looked fun. And I love horror and Monster Doctor. I'm in. Doom Kicker. I love Elliot Fernandez's work. I know he teamed up with Doug TenNapel. And again, paint me in for horror, as you can see clearly, right? Shinobi Sasquatch, Cal Jameson is another amazing dude. And here we have a master ninja werewolf. Bigfoot must thwart an evil cult scheme to enslave the Pacific Northwest. The art is on another level. Rob Willis is just incredible. And again, I love the idea of a Shinobi Sasquatch. I'm in, and hopefully, I know I do have my Galactic Rodents Mayhem campaign going on, and I do have a crossover. And I know it's real far off, but I got to find a way to promote and pick up steam because I did speak with Cal, and he's definitely open to the idea. And it's just a matter of trying to get the audience to see it because that would be amazing. I would just love to write Shinobi Sasquatch as a one-shot. Hero, Blood of the Patriots, Macho Dano is a great dude. We follow each other on Twitter, and I mean, come on, man. This is like a monster mercenary. Hello. And then Earthworm Jim. I mean, I played the video game to death as a kid, so this is easy pickings. Downcast by Clint Stoker. He came onto the scene in October when I kind of did last year. His channel did phenomenal. He's a great YouTuber. I love his content. And I just needed to back this book because I just wanted to be a part of that. And I can't wait for that copy, and I can't wait to read it. So yes, that's one. And the artist here, Ignacio Lazaro, is amazing. Very amazing. I'd love to work with him one day. Wicked by Obros Moon. A pitch black superhero fantasy full of sci-fi sensibilities and mystery. So here's another one that looks pretty cool. Jawbreaker's Lost Soul Remastered. I got to do a quick flip of that because I received it. It's a second printing, and there's awesome work by Meyer and Malin, and so that's one. Movie Men Crowded Theater by Jeremy Lott. Jeremy Lott's a great, great person. He backs a lot of books on Indiegogo and Kickstarter for that matter because he had backed Pistoletta when it was on Kickstarter. He's a hell of a dude. And Monsters Have Escaped from the Screen. Hello, monsters, right? I'm in. Ken Bellingham's Best Ticket Takers Get Them Back. So here we go. We got we have the people who work at the movie theater as the heroes, right? So for sure. The Ballad of Dusty Tortillas. Here's one, right? It's a Western. I love Westerns as well. And I think this is very cool. The Ferryman #2. I didn't get part 1, but I think I backed the first issue and second issue here. Little Girl Lethal, which is an amazing, cool story. And it's just, I mean, come on, A Little Girl Lethal, just the title's awesome in itself. Handyman, Brad Ashworth is a great dude. And if you ever have anyone going hard against the cartel, I just enjoy that. And I would love to see how that happens. Cyberfrog Blood Honey got my copy. I'm very happy with it. So that was one definitely backed. Billy Tucci Zombie Sama. I did a quick flip on that one. Come on, man. I told you I love zombies, right? Here we go again. I'm horror. Could you not see by my selections I kind of gravitate more towards horror than anything else? I'm sorry, guys, but if you guys put stuff out there that I like, I'm going to be backing it. I back this one. Wanpool, Journey of the Wand. This one looks funny and superhero-y and just like way out there, and I like that. He started into a meme, and now he's Indie Comic of the Year nominee. I'm definitely looking forward to that one. Long Harbor. Oh, this is like The Thing and meets H.P. Lovecraft. So this is I take your time because I can't wait to sink my hands in there. Just take your time. I can't wait to get it. The Abductables, I got to do a quick flip on this because I received it, and it's just great. It's just great. Michael Derrick, good things coming from this guy. Sovereign definitely looks like a powerful book. It had this Fist of the North Star vibe going on. Definitely into that. Detective Dead. Crimson Moon is another powerful looking book, and the artwork is just incredible. And the story looked really fresh, and definitely one that looked very cool. Earthbound is one that it just has this cool slick anime vibe that I thought just is awesome. Ravage Kill All Men. I got the first issue. It was cool. Brand is definitely a powerhouse book. Kane and White, Antonio Bryce are just incredible duo. And I'm definitely looking forward to that one. Stardust. Then we got Lone Star. Lone Wolf issue 1. Doug Garrett's a great dude. And definitely. Come on, buddy. Give me a kiss. Yes. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I know that he's doing a video. Yeah. And then Damnation of the West, issue number 1. Mwah. I know, book, right? I'm going to come out. And then we have Something Real, chapters 1 and 2, Joey Turnage. That's like the boogeyman mythos, which anything, again, as you guys are seeing, I'm big on horror. This looks very cool. To craft his own world from the imaginations of helpless children. This sounds so great. Brutus the Badass. We bring a 90s comedy, 90s action back. So that's cool. Alternaween, right? And so that's a lot, man. I mean, I think it's over 30 something campaigns. I know the numbers there. Definitely over 30 something. And so, I mean, that's part of it. You got to back. I mean, if you can't back that much, I get it, but definitely back. I got some comments here. That's pretty cool. Andrew J, what's going on, brother? The question is, what haven't you backed? I know there's a crap ton I haven't backed. Red Rooster was one that I didn't back. I thought it was cool, but that's one that I could just name off the top of my head that I didn't back. I know one he hasn't backed. Put it out in the comments. I'm sure there's quite a few that I haven't. When I'm looking at Captain Love, we'll definitely do that. I'll pull it up right now. Captain Love. Let's take a look at Captain Love. Let's see what the captain has for us. So I'm going to share the screen here. Comics at Indiegogo. And I'm going to share. So real quick, this is kind of like what's out. I guess I don't know how they do it. I mean, what's trending. This is trending. I guess it goes by what's closing or how strong a campaign opened. This on the Bric-a-Brac is going to close in 4 days, 80%. Definitely looks cool. I had Ryan Hack on my show. I should back this within 4 days. I'm going to try to do that. Sea Dog, Codenames, Kill Switch Book 1. This is the dude who did a Graveyard Shift, and just look at the artwork. It screams, superhero. So here's another one. This one I should back as well, Pillowman and Blanket Boy, because it's very close. A few days left, and that looks cool. Just Pillowman and Blanket Boy, right? And then for some reason, we have some of the ended ones that are just here, which they're not even in demand, and they're taking up some slots, but they're still cool books anyway. But I don't know how that works. This one is in demand, Everglade Angels. I like this one. Here's another one. It's got 10 days left and has a very small goal. I think they'll make it. Tales from the Classroom. High School is a Nightmare. Okay, this one looks cool. This is the Mitch Breitweiser book, already at 30,000. That's pretty good. Here we got Starshot. Definitely looks cool. Garbage Man. I want this one, and I hope it funds because I know it's a pretty big goal in 30 days. They almost 10,000, but I don't think it'll get there. But I hope it funds. It's 100 pages of something. I want it. The Deep Dark. This one's Mines, and we got some more. God's Hand. What was Captain Love? Let me see if I can find Captain Love. Captain Love. Was it Captain Love, right? Captain Love. There's so many projects out there. It's almost like, oh, wow, look at this one. This definitely looks cool. Oh, nice. And it funded. The Hero of the Cleansing. Let's take a look at this one. The Space Trucker, War Hero, and the Rogue AI. I'm sorry. When I laugh, it's because I like something. Drew. All right. All right. Yes. Okay. Captain Love, the Hero of the Cleansing. The artwork looks pretty stand out. It stands out for sure. Let's see what some of the tabs here. All right. This is definitely like fantasy, sci-fi fantasy. This is very, very cool. Who doesn't like spaceship battles, right? Oh, nice. Definitely grave. Something's going on. This is a big story. We got a tropical scene. Oh, man, this is beautiful. The artwork is pretty cool on here. Space Trucker, War Hero, and Rogue AI. Oh man, this is cool. Oh, something went sideways. All right, something went sideways. All right, let's take a look at this. Captain Love is a space trucker and a former war hero, accompanied by a rogue artificial intelligence named Spade. Very cool. He reluctantly finds himself on adventures that could affect the course of the solar system. About the book, Captain Love, the Hero of the Cleansing, is 72. Wow, 72 pages. That's a lot. You'll fall in love with love. The book is rated mature. There is sex, violence, profanity, nudity, and other mature themes. This book is not designed for children. Thank you for the warning. It's good to have these kind of warnings. As a dad, I got to make sure I don't leave stuff hanging around that my little son can get and open. Don't want to ruin his mind yet. Captain Love, the Hair of the Cleansing is completed and ready to print. That's even better. Delivery is guaranteed, and the product will begin shipping at the end of crowdfunding. So that's good. You know yourself. You got a book coming out. And the art looks pretty great. It definitely has that vibe of something big, something epic. Like you're getting into something really good here. And there's a mix of really cool things. That's what I like about sci-fi, when they mix like themes you wouldn't normally see together being mixed together. And you got this tropical. And here is where you got the NS not safe for work artwork there. But yes, so this definitely looks good. Some of the tiers we got Santa's pack, we got collector's pack, couples pack, one of everything, and trading cards. Very cool. 2 books with 1 sign. Very cool. 1 original and 1 variant. And then we got $25 copy, and then we got exclusive variant cover book, and we got just a book. So you got a healthy bit of perks here. They made their goal, so they got it. It's 11 days left. So I'm definitely going to follow this one. There's a lot to back. I still need to back some books. Let's see if I could fit Captain Love in there. What other stuff did we have? Wait, let me go back. There was one I wanted to open that kind of just caught my attention. Let's see. Hopefully we're still sharing. Let's see. All right. Okay, because this one had 4 days left. So I kind of want to get the ones that I know are just ending. Let's see what we got here. Sketch. Thanks for checking in, buddy. Oh, man, I came by the last live stream, asked you some things, and left. I had visited the house. I caught up what you said later. It's all good. Yeah, man, I know sometimes you get people all over the place. You got it. Life calls you, man. I get it, man. I didn't even feel like doing a video today, but I want to spotlight some more indie comics. I know not many people do it as much. I hope you saw Cedar's live stream today. Is a very, very important one, though. It's very still. There's a message to all creators who want to be on. Okay, cool. Thank you for that. I'll make sure I check it out. George says best stream ever. George is another great creator. He's sending me one of his books. I'm definitely going to take a look at it, and I'm definitely going to do a video on it and share where you can purchase it. And I've had actually a behind the scenes look at some of the cool ways he does some of the paneling and storyboarding on his Joe King book. So definitely going to be spotlighting that one. But there was just some that are closing pretty quick, and I just wanted to. Bric-a-Brac has 4 days left. I want to take a quick peek at the campaign here, and I just kind of want to figure out. Wow, 130 backers. That's amazing. Hopefully he can get there. And it's a flexible goal, so that's good for him. As long as he can deliver on the flexible goal. I know he had this on Kickstarter first when I had him. And so again, it's flexible as long as you deliver, man. I had a video on it, the importance of fulfilling and delivering. So this is good. And this is for creators. Here's another thing. I know with digital comics, I know it's hard because you don't want copywriting or like people sharing your book. I get that. And I understand that. But I think it's important too, just to have a digital option available for people on a budget. And when you see me back a lot of the campaigns I backed were when they had something like this, like a $9 or $10 for the digital copy. I would back that because I'm able to back more books. So like, for instance, this is one I could back. It could be $9. I get the digital PDF of the first issue, which is great. And, if it turns out to be a book I like, I know there's going to be an issue number 2. I know there's going to be an issue number 3. So that means if I really enjoy the book, I'll definitely go for a physical copy. But just getting my feet wet and and I'm on a budget, I could do a digital. And this one ends in 4 days, so I'm gonna definitely need to back that one. And then here we have another book that's coming out strong, 57 days. It's someone that's known. He did Graveyard Shift. This is gonna be an easy fund. It's already 61%, 57 days left. They got this. Now here's another one that's short, 10 days left. Some of those that are like within 2 weeks left, I kind of want to take a look at. He has a fixed goal. He needs to make 1,500. I think he'll make it in 10 days. And I kind of want to help out, I definitely do. But I definitely want to see what he had. Let me see what he has. So he has a fan 2-pack, 30. The super fan, $15. What are we getting for $15? How many pages? 48 pages. The comic is 85% done. So okay, this is solid. It's 48 pages. It's pretty good. $15, I get it. You know, we're helping get this book funded. So there's no digital option for $15. Let's see how he's doing within 10 days because I would like to put him over the top if I can. And the artwork definitely doesn't look too bad. It looks kid friendly, at least for me as a dad. That's also good. And the artwork isn't this is good. This is pretty good. It's superhero stuff. You can't go wrong with that, right? Pillowman and Blanket Boy. So here's another good one with 10 days left. And I think there's another one or two that were kind of like close to funding. Or this one has 10 days left. This was a $500, I think, goal. And this looks very cool. $500. 13 backers, though. So it's like only 13 backers. They're getting close to funding. And I think this is a project that's funded on Kickstarter, if I'm not mistaken. I believe so. And then you know, you just bring it here to open up your audience. But again, the artwork is top notch. And let's see do they have any digital options? Early bird, $10. You get something for $10. So I'm sure that's a digital option, is it? Digital, it's a digital option. So it gives you, it gives someone a chance. And what else was it? This was the one I wanted to see. Tales from the Classroom. This one caught my attention. Rob Muerto. High school is a nightmare, simple and to the point, and it has been a nightmare for a lot of people. This is one campaign. Let's see, because this one caught my attention a lot, and I have no clue about this book. Tales from the Classroom is a fun-packed post-mortem romp following everyone's favorite teenage zombie, Rob Muerto, as he struggles to adapt to his new school. Cool. Back in Romero, Rob used to be the coolest, most popular Romero, right? We know the nod there, right? Rob used to be the coolest, most popular kid around, but when he transfers to Cthulhu High, I love this stuff. A multi-species school whose students include vampires, wolfmen, and everything between. I like this, a monster school. He must come to terms with being at the bottom of the proverbial social heap. That's right. If you're a zombie, Rob Muerto, you're a zombie, you're pretty much on the bottom of the food chain. You're on the popularity list. Yeah, for sure. So what do we got? It's 41 pages. That's very cool. It's a 13. That's very, very, very good price. Included, you got you got 4 pinups that come within here. 5 out of 350 claim, whatever. It's limited. But again, I don't know if this is something that came on Kickstarter, then it came here. I don't know, but it looks cool. We got some backstory. We got some bios, the crew, a little bit about the team. Wow, Rob honed his writing skills on roughly 15,000 Twitter posts, 250 Reddit threads, and various other message boards. He received the B mining in his creative writing course, the most any monster of his kind has gotten. Oh, I guess we're talking about it's interesting. This one looks cool, and here's a preview. So the artwork looks pretty good. It's close to funding. I mean, this might be one that I'll back. I don't know. It's definitely going to fund. So again, guys, when you're going to support books, definitely get what you want. No doubt about it. If you can push a smaller creator over the top and get something, maybe if it's a digital copy, if you don't care about having a physical copy, it just goes a long way in supporting the community. And you could say, hey, guess what? I'm asking for money, but I'm also putting money down. And you make good connections with the creators, right? Captain Love Creator was on. He has a book like I definitely want to back. Budget is definitely getting tight around the holidays. So definitely check and see what you can back and try. And for creators, I know if you don't want to have your stuff in digital copies, try thinking about offering a PDF version just because it has more people to see your book. And again, whoever's seen your book and likes it and really likes it, they're going to want the physical copy of it. That's just it. And it gives a good way to for people to jump into your stuff. So let's see. Bric-a-brac looks good. Okay. Thanks for looking at the campaign. Appreciate the plug. Drew, no doubt. Hit me up on Twitter. I'll definitely shout it out now that I've seen the campaign and you reached out to me. It looks cool. And it definitely is great escapism. I liked it. And then we got I love you, George. Yes, sir. You know it, man. I'll put a plug when I can. I'm a little guy, but I'll definitely put people out there. Bric-a-brac looks good, and so does the Deep Dark. Thank you, Andrew J. Yeah, Bric-a-brac does look good. I want to back that one. If you don't do a digital issue, do a digital high resolution image. Make that donation tier. Some people just want to give you money because they like. That's a good idea too. A donation tier, and then you could just offer that image as something. So that's also good too. Started between 5 to 10. Oh God, that cover is off. I don't know which cover we're looking at. What is that about? It looks so SJW. I don't know which. Do you know which one that was? Let's see. Check how many campaigns he's run, how long it's been going on, and the comments. Which one, Sketch? I don't know if you're still there. I want to see this one. Kickstarter takes the money the last day, so they can't invest it at Wall Street. They are dumb, and Indiegogo sends their money to the trading bank through Swift Transit, making money off the smart money. I'm going to be honest. When I first came on the crowdfunding scene, Kickstarter was the one for me because, again, when I first came on to crowdfunding, it was 2014. Indiegogo, I don't know what was going on in Indiegogo, but Kickstarter was the one that, you wanted to put your book on. Now, the way the politics have been changing and with, the oversaturation and the super wokeness that's going on over there, it's hard to get your campaign even checked out. It's hard to even get it spotlighted. So when I joined Comicsgate, I got on Indiegogo, and I love just the interface for a creator. I think it's great. And it's also a system that it works because as a creator, I've been burned before on Kickstarter by pledges that just didn't drop within that clear window. Maybe identity theft, or maybe they just didn't have the funds on the card. Maybe it was an expired card, whatever. And I never got the money, and those calculations hurt me, and I had to just pay out of pocket, something that I couldn't afford to do. But again, I don't want to leave my backers hanging. So that's another reason why I love Indiegogo, because you get it goes right. You're getting your money. We don't trust easily. We are Comicsgate. We've been taken for a ride before. We only buy Comicsgate. We don't want to be doxxed when things get bad, and CG reject those who blades fans for non-fulfillment. Indiegogo is 2010 Kickstarter with Samus with crowdfunding. You're correct in this. Indiegogo's coming strong though now. So guys, definitely when you're creating books, when you're thinking about something you want to bag, do some research on the person, see how many campaigns they funded. I think if we go, let's just for a quick instance, we're going to go back and we're going to check one of these unknown campaigns. Michael, what's going on? Yeah, I'm just about to close it down, but hey, you're good, man. The lowdown is pretty much, if you're a creator, definitely create books for sure. Back books as well. I was just sharing some of the campaigns that I backed on Indiegogo. I backed over 35 campaigns, and I was even saying the importance of having digital option, either as a contribution, as like a tip jar type thing, or even offering your book digitally, because again, it's a way for people can get their feet wet to your project, and even back multiple projects, because I've backed quite a few projects through the digital option, as it allowed me to get, introduced to the story. And again, if you really like the book, chances are you're gonna you're gonna buy it. So if you didn't get the first volume, they'll come out with a second volume. You just get the first and second volume there. But again, digital option allows you to just touch base and get a feel for the project. So this one is just one campaign. Again, but it looks pretty good. And it's a first installment to a 3-part story. There's a lot going on. Is it finished? Is it done? So like I said, do your research. See how many campaigns have been done. See how many, see if it's something you like. And then at the same time, if you just want to help out, like I spotlighted here, there's quite a few campaigns that are literally ending like in 4 days, where if you just want to help and support, definitely consider, like here's Bric-a-brac was one that's 80%, 4 days left. Pillow Boy, 89%, 10 days left. I looked at one that was Captain Love that was funded, but definitely looked like a cool book. Here's one, LaFay, number 1, right? 10 days left, 53%. Why such a small goal, right? And it's because I think they successfully crowdfunded on Kickstarter. And then, because if you're going to only come and put a $500 goal, it's because you just want to be in demand, or you kind of just want to, put the book out. And if we just see, here's the preview again, it looks pretty good. I'm just trying to see if I get anything as far as to when it does look good. This definitely looks good. It's a very, very good looking book. But again, you probably don't know much about the creators if they just come over from Kickstarter. So you want to check your story. You want to here. Look at what you get at $5. You get 2 PDFs. Not bad if you want to just support a project. That's why I said the beauty of PDFs is they're cheap, and you'd be surprised people backed them. My Deep Dark campaign, I put a $10 PDF, and then I got 12 people that backed it. 12 people, that's $120, man. It's something. So again, here's just their stretch goals. I just want to see. Okay, here we go. Creative team. He's a writer. He writes comics. Punch Drunk, Arcana. I haven't heard of it, but it's Arcana. I think is a good publisher. And Metzger, he's with Evolution Publishing. Marcel, I know him from Kickstarter, and we follow each other on Twitter. And I know he's not so active on Twitter, but he is active on Facebook, and he has a great following there. And he's done some stuff, so that's pretty cool. So the team looks formidable, as you can see from the artwork. So again, the reason why it doesn't seem like there's much traction here is because it's not a Comicsgate book, but they funded on Kickstarter, so I'm sure they did good. I'm not going to go into checking how much it did on Kickstarter, but again, they only got 13 backers. But the idea is to start from somewhere, to build an audience somewhere. So make sure you do your research, definitely, and support. Like I said, if you're a creator, support. If you're a comic reader, support crowdfunding, and look into projects that are really people that need the support, just because it helps. And I'm running low on battery, but let's see. LaFay comic, the fat chick on the cover. There was a comic with a fat chick on the cover that looked like it was made by Zoe Quinn. Maybe that's the SJW one you were talking about. All I need to know is, are they Comicsgate? That will attest to the thickness of the skin. So here you go. We know Comicsgate is like a hub for. Indiegogo is a hub for Comicsgate comics, and I know me that I'm Comicsgate. I'm not gonna lie. I've shared my project on Facebook, and I've gotten some negative feedback and I guess it's just people who assume that Indiegogo is just not good, or just whatever stigma is attached to it. They just don't want to support it. They're like, oh, if it come to Kickstarter, I'm like, okay, well, So it's there. So if you see like a creator that comes through here, if they're not Comicsgate, and if it means something to you to back a Comicsgate book, by all means back it. If it looks like an interesting project to you and it doesn't seem like, or whatever reason you want to back it. Hopefully they can fulfill. And if they've been on Kickstarter before, they definitely know about how to fulfill. And the horrible cover, great art. I kind of like Andrew J. I kind of like supporting the little guy. I backed Pillowman after I saw it tweeted out by a buddy, and that's how these comics could live. So again, Pillow Boy, I know, like I said, I backed quite a few books. I'm kind of a little tight, but Pillow Boy is one that I kind of want to back. $15 is kind of fair. They didn't have a digital option, but again, it was fun. It's like family friendly, and me as a dad, it'd be cool to have a comic, I could just read with my son. So it helps. Definitely tweet out, share out, because again, I'm going to try to spotlight every week whatever new comics are coming out and stuff that I'm backing. So you guys see that I'm backing stuff. And again, as someone that I'm a tight budget, I try to make it work. I sacrifice maybe, a new video game I probably would have bought in, or, a book in a comic shop that I'd normally buy. But it's important to support the movement, because again, that's how we're going to make waves. So real quick, I didn't expect this to take so long, but I thank everybody who stopped by. I appreciate Sketch's comments, Andrew J., Paul Gatsis, George Peter Gatsis. I appreciate you, Drew. Thank you, and Andrew J. Yeah, so definitely back your books, guys. Back some books, and it goes a long way. There's no rule that says you can't have campaigns on both as long as you can do both. If you feel it, that's right. Guys, if you're just expanding your audience, if you're Comicsgate and you want to expand on Kickstarter, go for it, but don't hide you being Comicsgate, right? I mean, people could Google you, they'll figure it out, right? They didn't know you have campaigns on Indiegogo or whatnot. But again, you might want to expand your audience, and there might be people on Kickstarter that would just love your book, but don't know about Indiegogo. Then they only know is Kickstarter. So definitely think if you want to expand your audience to put some books out there. If I fund the Deep Dark, I'm thinking about putting the Deep Dark and Galactic Rodents of Mayhem as a small little something on Kickstarter. I might test it out just because I want to expand my audience. That's all that matters, guys, is just getting the word out and growing your brand. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. My battery is literally at 4% on my laptop, so I'm definitely going to have to check out. But as I said, I'm going to spotlight these indie comic spotlights, show you what I'm backing, and every 2 weeks or something, I might just go on and see what's trending and just do that continually, because I don't think we have like we don't have like a continued presence as far as spotlighting crowdfunding books. And for anyone who's out there who's not trending, like Captain Love funded, he wasn't trending, but he sent me, he said check it out. I checked it out. Hey, just do that, because again, that's how we can share a different book. And check me out on Twitter, so I can retweet it, and I can definitely share some love. Because again, the day is busy when you're creating books and you're working a full-time job. It's definitely hard to remember anything. Case in point, Galactic Rodents of Mayhem had an alternate cover that was done by Kanan White, and I totally forgot to even put that on my page. And Antonio was like, "Hey, did you take it down?" I'm like, "Dude, I never even took it up. Thanks for reminding me. I got to put it up there just so people can see." But yeah, so again, remind me on Twitter, so that way I can shout your stuff, because retweets go a long way. And sometimes it takes like a bunch of retweets and people are like, okay, well, all right, well, I done seen the retweet about 10 times. Let me take a look at the book, and people will click on that link and check it out. Sketches, do both. We won't judge you. Mike tried to do it out of spite and to blow up in his face. We try to capitalize on it, but there's no rules against Kickstarter. Just know they may pull the rug out. Yeah, you know what? And me that I'm Comicsgate, I might want to just put my stuff out there to see if they tell me no, just to see if I get discriminated against. And it's interesting about Mike Miller. When I was coming on to Comicsgate, I did have a Kickstarter project going on live, Under the Flesh Revival. And Mike was like, if you're Comicsgate, you got to cancel your Kickstarter. I canceled that Kickstarter while I had $2,000 in the bank with a week and a half to go and a 3K goal. I could have made that. That's my loyalty, baby. I canceled that, and I can definitely show that out. I'll say it for another video if anyone wants to question my loyalty, but I definitely canceled it. And it's funny that Mike Miller then goes to Kickstarter and this happens. Karma's real. What goes around comes around is real. Even the Bible says you reap what you sow. So again, guys, I don't wish bad on anyone, but Mike, hopefully you bounce back. Andrew J, good stuff at Gilroy's Comics. Hell yeah, brother. That's it. Just want to keep on doing good stuff and spotlighting some great comments and build a community. Remember to watch today's live stream from Caesar. Yes, I'm going to bookmark it, and I'll watch it tomorrow at work as much as I can, and see if I can get some good feedback from the man himself, Mr. EVS. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Now I'm on 3%. Thank you to everyone who stopped by. I appreciate it. I will catch you on the next one. Thank you so much. Peace out to you all. Later.